Hello and welcome to the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. I'm your host Corey Harrison. I got Big Baby back on the show. We're ready to get this podcast started again. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me on, man.
So NBA's back on. Tell me about
Yeah,
it.
excited, optimistic, and eager to see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because I know a couple Lakers might sit out. Avery Bradley. I don't know about Dwight Howard. I don't know. So if he sits out, I'm not gonna bash him. You know what I mean? He's gonna do what's best for him. Avery Bradley's gonna do what's best for him and the decision that he has to make. If he feels like he needs to sit out, do your thing. No hard feelings. We got Deion Waiters. We can go get Cousins. We can still get Jamal Carver. We can still sign a free agent or two to replace them. So I'm not worried. If they sit out, I'm not gonna be mad.
In a perfect world, who would you rather sign out of the ones you just named? So you got Jamal Crawford, you got Boogie. So which one? Oh, and then Powell.
Yeah,
So who would you go ahead and who would you actually think that would be the missing piece to get us over the hump?
you go get Boogie. Boogie, if Boogie's healthy, because there's reports that he's almost fully healthy. You bring him in, and he's 100% healthy. He'll dominate. He can get the board, post up, can bring that physical toughness. Not saying Lakers don't have it, but we can add extra pieces. You know what I mean? And Cousins, man, would work perfect with AD because they were one of the best ones who punched when he was on the Pelicans.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we can bring back that same magic that they had with the Pelicans, because they was on their way with Rondo. They had AD, they had Boogie. Man, they had an awesome looking squad going into the postseason until he went down with that Achilles injury. And I kind of feel like I got robbed from seeing what potentially that team could have been, because I was like, man, like this team is really looking like they can really threaten the West.
Yeah, that AD and Cousins, man, were dominant. Both of them were dominant, man. But just Cousins got hurt, man, and Cousins and Anthony Davis already have chemistry, so they know how to play on the same team together. They know what spots to go to. So let's run it again. Let's run it back. And everybody's forgetting that we got Deion Waiters still. So if Avery Bradley steps out, I'm gonna sit out. He's gonna if he sits out, I understand his reasons. I understand it. So Deion Waiters, go ahead, do your thing. Start in the lineup. And go have fun. You know what I mean?
I really want to know what Dion Waiters has left, because I know he was balling out in Miami, but I don't know why the Lakers took so much time bringing him along, because they signed him and they didn't play him. But then when we got Marquise Morris, they immediately played him. Like, he pretty much got off the plane, trained, did some practices, a couple practices, and he played the next game, and he only scored 5 points.
For me, yeah, I figured. I think that's just because the whole situation in Miami with the whole eating the edible, having the seizure on the plane. So maybe that they weren't comfortable playing him yet. Maybe he was still in the like. There's probably a situation you're not going to play it until they feel comfortable. So I think this is the perfect time to play Deion Waiters. You know, and here's the interesting thing I want to ask you, Corey. If the Lakers win a championship, how you gonna feel about it in the sense of what's been going on with the whole pandemic and stuff? I know some Laker fans saying it's not gonna count. You know, some Laker fans are like, "Oh, it's a Corona championship or it's an abstract championship." No, we still got that ring. We still finished the season. You know what I mean? So, what are your thoughts?
I'm a open your mind up to this. This is probably going to be the best championship that the Lakers have ever won, if they win this championship. And the reason why I say that, because of the degree of difficulty. Do you know how hard it is to stop playing basketball completely and then be thrust back into playing basketball? Rhythm, chemistry, and all that stuff being affected like it was during this time, and then
Yeah.
they have to go back and play competitive basketball, thrusted into the playoffs, and then they won a championship during that adversity, and then have to deal with the fact that they lost Kobe at the beginning of the year. Come on, man. Like, like that. This championship will be the best title that the Lakers has ever brought to Los Angeles, hands down. If they win this championship, this is not going to be an asterisk. This is probably going to be the greatest championship that they've ever been able to win, because of the degree of difficulty.
Dang, that's you keep it 100. Yeah, I totally agree. You know what I mean? Makes sense. Like Kobe, pandemic, what's going on around the world. It's just, and I feel like if we win a championship, man, I'm Skip Bayless better not say, oh, it's the abstract. Because you know why? Let me ask you this. I bet you if Kawhi wins it, what is he going to say? Oh, it counts.
Well, you have some fans that are biased to their team, and we're guilty of that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't feel like anybody else has the momentum like we do. We have all the pieces. I feel like we have the chemistry, we have the team, and if we sign Boogie, I pretty much can guarantee that we're gonna make a strong push for the title this year.
Almost definitely, man. Boogie, AD, LeBron, Danny Green, Kuzma. Kuzma's going to have to step up. Alex Caruso. And, yeah, a lot of the players that we have on the bench, man. It's going to be. Even KCP's going to have to step up big time. I know you're not a fan of him, but he's going to have to contribute at least. 5 points, 6 points. He's going to have to contribute at the highest level so we get this done. You know what I mean?
Now, I've been very vocal on previous shows about KCP. If he can give us anything, I mean something. I mean, if you can, come off the bench or because I think they should bring him off the bench. If you just ask me, I don't think KCP should be starting. Bring him off the bench. Back up. I think he backs up Danny Green, doesn't he?
No,
In the rotation.
Danny Green starts and Avery Bradley starts and LeBron plays point.
Okay, so if they bring KCP off the bench and he can come and give us something, maybe like 10 points, few assists or whatever, and don't turn the ball over because he has a really really knack for turning the ball over and jacking up shots. Don't start doing jacking up shots. Don't turn the ball over, and I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, don't take KCP. Don't take those game-winning shots like you did that one time in air ball and Kobe had to bounce from the game. Don't do that. Just
Yeah,
play at the highest level. Do what you need to do. Get to your spots. And JaVale McGee too, man. He's going to do his thing. I just feel like Kuzma said it best. Their leadership's going to win them this championship.
I think they're grit.
Yeah, they're
They're
great too.
they're
Yeah.
they're grit. They're well coached. I think Frank Vogel did a phenomenal job. I mean, all his other stops like Orlando and Indiana, for some reason, man, like that time off that he had when he signed with the Lakers, I mean, it did something to his coaching philosophy. Maybe it's because his bench is got a lot of veteran coaches on there. Like he has a lot. He got Lionel Hollins. He got Jason Kidd. Phil Handy, all these other veteran guys that have been battle tested, been playoffs and things like that. Maybe that might play a role into the coaching chemistry as well. But I could just see a difference in Frank Vogel philosophy. I think it's great.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Frank Vogel's a great coach. And remember when we hired what up, Lecker Erod? What's going on?
What's going on,
Remember when
bro?
we hired Frank Vogel? Everybody's like, "Oh, Jason Kidd's going to be the coach." Nah, 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 nah. Even Stephen A. Smith's like, Jason Kidd's only there to take his job. It's like, nah, give him a chance. Now Jason Kidd's eager to coach. Now the Knicks are interested in Jason Kidd. And Jason Kidd, if you want to stay 1 year with the Lakers, go ahead and coach some. You know what I mean? If you feel like that's the best interest of your coaching career, if you want to bounce, go to the Knicks. I'm not gonna be mad. Do your thing, man. Do what you feel is best for your career. No,
I do
no hard
believe
feelings.
I do believe that Jason Kidd provided some level of security for the Lakers because Frank Vogel wasn't their first pick. They did want to go after um oh man, I can't think of his name right now.
Tom Thibodeau.
No, the he coached the Cleveland, Tyronn Lue.
Oh yeah, Tyrone. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
They that was their initial first pick.
Yeah.
They wanted to pick Tyronn Lue, but the deal fell through because they under paid him. They
Yeah,
didn't
and
want to
also,
they didn't want to pay him what he asked for.
yeah, because the Lakers only saw him as a coach for LeBron this year. They didn't want to give him that, like, you know how Brad Stevens has like 10-year or 7-year contract in Boston.
Yeah.
They didn't want to do something like that. I think they were just trying to bring him in just for LeBron, for that little. LeBron might have to extend his career more because of what happened. You know what I mean? What's been going on? But yeah, I agree with you, Erod. Kyrie Irving is tripping in the sense of go play your own league. How does that, like? I don't understand that. Like, how you going?
I feel like because you have to realize Kyrie Irving, and understand, who he is. I mean, they call him the disruptor for a reason. He's disruptive. I feel like he wanted the season to be going on, and then something happened to the point where he didn't like it, and
Mm-hmm.
then he basically said that he want to give everything up. I don't know if you heard about that interview that Matt Barnes did on his podcast with Steven Jackson.
Yeah,
Basically calling out Kyrie.
yeah, I seen that, and I also seen Steven Jackson saying that Kyrie was calling him crying or something. Oh, I saw the little clips on his on Sports Center, not Sports Center, but the little channels that they put up about basketball players and stuff. I seen that where Kyrie was crying or something, or I saw something about him being crying and being upset about the meeting.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, Kyrie doesn't scream any type of leadership to me. Like
Yeah, we talked
I
about
don't
that last
really,
week. I remember that.
I don't really like put him in that leadership role, or to be able to be a motivator of men, in a sense. I just don't see him as that. Um, if you want to be out of the league, you want to basically skip the season. Do that on your own. Do that. Do that on your own. Don't try to influence somebody else to do something that you have your own agenda, which is not genuine. Because I don't feel like Kyrie um, is coming from a place of being genuine with his stance on this topic. I mean, I just feel like it's out of convenience.
Yeah, I also heard too that the reason I think Kyrie's upset because I guess the Brooklyn Nets told him he couldn't go to the Orlando bubble. That's what Perkins was talking about.
I heard about that too as well.
So maybe he's upset about that and what's going on around the world. Maybe just really angry and frustrated and just had to vent or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I feel like Kyrie should step down at the president. Was it Was it vice president?
he's one of six vice presidents in the league. He's so six other, well, five other ones. He's one of six.
I know Chris Paul's one.
Well, he's the
Oh
president.
yeah, president. But you should
Yeah.
get they should get LeBron in there, man. They should get him in there, like have him get hired or something, man. Because LeBron's in there, everybody's gonna listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of the players are maybe on the fence about about the virus and how that's being contained, how restricted the bubble is, because the bubble is pretty restrictive. Like once you're in, you're pretty much in. You don't have access to a lot of different things that you normally would do during the season. I get it from that standpoint, but I don't feel like Kyrie is coming from a place of this being something that really really is important to him. I think he's working off of a selfish agenda. I think.
Yeah, I agree, man. I just feel like, and shout out to Daniel Artest in the comments on Facebook. Shout out to Daniel Artest, man. Appreciate the shirt, man. But yeah, man, Kyrie, man. I just feel you're right. He doesn't has leader tendencies. You know what I mean? That's why when he was in Boston, Boston had issues. As soon as he bounced, they played better. You know what I mean? But is that why him and LeBron had issues too on the Cavs?
I,
Or
f-
that?
I, I think that both of them together, they was both phenomenal. Like if you think about that series that they played with against the Warriors, I feel like that team, proved a lot of people wrong. Proved a lot of people wrong, and Kyrie really stepped up. You can't take the guy's basketball skills away. He can play basketball.
Yeah.
Like he's when he's locked in, he's playing. Like he's one of the top point guards in the NBA.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I don't know, man. Just get LeBron in there and see what happens. Like, just swap it. Hey, Kyrie bounce, LeBron go in and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just feel like if Kyrie wants to go off and make his own league or start his own league, go ahead and do that. That's
Yeah.
your lane. Go ahead and do that.
But
But any other basketball league, even the big three, they're not challenged in the NBA. It's too big.
what if he did do his own league? How would that work? Would he, like, I don't.
Who would follow Kyrie? That's
Yeah.
what I want to know. Who would follow Kyrie?
Yeah, I don't know. We should get Daniel Artest up in the podcast.
Definitely. We talked briefly about it on his podcast about Kyrie. I'm not sure his stance on that, but
Hey, Daniel Artest, what you think about Kyrie, man? I was gonna send him the email so he can send him the email.
I'll
If he
send
just
him. I'll send him an invite and see if he
for
wants
sure,
to get
yeah.
on there.
For sure. Yeah, man. Kyrie, man, it's crazy, you know. But yeah, I like just something I was always thinking. I wonder what Kobe would be saying if he was still alive in the situation that's going on right now. I wonder
I
what
feel
his thoughts and stuff. I wonder he would say to like to the NBA and the people around the world. I wonder what his mindset would be.
I feel like Kobe. I don't know. Like I feel like this happened. I don't know. It's gonna sound really weird, but I feel like Kobe passing and then this stuff happening. I don't feel like I just don't feel it feel like it'll be different. I can't really articulate how it'll
Yeah.
be different, but I just feel like some of this stuff like with Kobe getting behind some of this stuff, I don't feel like it'll be like this. I feel like if the NBA had Kobe's backing and if Kobe worked with some of the players or whatever, it wouldn't have broken the communication wouldn't have broken down like this. The lack of leadership in the players union with Chris Paul and Kyrie and all the other guys, I just feel like the league is going towards a place where it's not even entertaining anymore.
Yeah, I see that. And then the NBA may be on the potential lockout too. I saw that too. So
Yeah, I
it's
mean, if they don't play this season, they can rip up the CBA.
yeah, and that means then LeBron's 2 years or maybe a year and a half away of being a Laker would be wasted because of the lockout. But which, if it happens, we can't get mad. We just gotta roll with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be unfortunate, but I think that we got LeBron. He's gonna be there for the foreseeable future. I think. I
Yeah.
don't think that he's gonna bolt. I think that right now he's trying to prove something, and right now is that the first and foremost to create his own legacy and also make good on his promise to Kobe.
Yeah, man. Man, I just wanna because it's still June. So if the pandemic never happened and the whole situation never happened, I think Lakers would be a champion right now. I guarantee you, Lakers would be an NBA champion right now because
Well,
it's June 16th. I think Game 6 would have been tonight or Game 7 would have been tonight.
oh yeah, but they would.
Yeah,
I think they would have. Who do you think they would have played?
Milwaukee. We would have beat Milwaukee because LeBron would have guarded. Not Kawhi. LeBron would have guarded Giannis and it would have been a wrap. You know what I mean? You know.
We already know the blueprint on how to
Huh?
shut down the Greek Freak. You create that fortress in the
What?
paint, and
Yeah, just double
yeah,
team him.
that's it. I mean that's
That's
what
what Kawhi
Toronto.
did.
That's what
That's what Kawhi. Yep.
definitely. That's what Toronto did. So we got the blueprint on the Greek Freak. He gonna have to develop a jump shot.
But that's crazy. Then also, yeah, he is gonna create a jump shot. I think he's improving on it. During the season, he lit the Lakers up in Milwaukee, man. And then we in LA, we kind of forced him to drive and kick out,
Uh,
and it worked.
he buried us.
Yeah.
Like how many threes he hit? He like 5 or 6 threes, didn't he?
And that was a game where Anthony Davis dunked on him at the. It was like a 7 point game, and he dunked on him, and then like the momentum was on our side, and we missed a couple shots, and the game was over. We can beat Milwaukee. We can beat the Clippers, and Clipper Darrell ain't nobody scared of the Clippers, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Clipper fans, I can't hear you. Yeah, the Clippers started the coronavirus, not the Lakers.
Oh, you heard what he said.
Yeah, yeah, man. Because the Clippers knew that the Lakers won't take it. That's why they did. Now it's all good, man. It's all Clipper Darrell was cool, man.
Oh yeah, man. Like I love his energy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I like even though he's a Clipper fan, I definitely love when he does come on the show and give his knowledge on the game, and he's been a fan for so many years, and he's able to tell us about some things that we probably didn't even know about with the Clippers because I never followed the Clippers at all.
Yeah, yeah. The San Diego Clippers. And shout out to Dre James. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is a great show. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the season, and whoever wins the championship out of this bubble, man, deserves it. If the Clippers win it, we just gotta be like, do your thing. Congrats. And hey, Clipper Darrell, if you listen to this, I'm not going back down from my bet. I'm gonna be like Snoop Dogg. I ain't gonna be like those people that you betted during the season and they lost and didn't show up. I'm gonna show up to my bet. I ain't backing down from it. You
Man,
know what I
we
mean?
ain't conceded nothing yet, man. We ain't lost nothing, so
Yeah,
right now we still good.
yeah, we're still good, but that's the thing, though. What were your thoughts about Patrick Beverly saying that about since LeBron said, "I want to play, let's hoop." What are your thoughts? Do you think he's trying to create controversy, or is he speaking facts?
Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly. I probably dislike him more than I dislike KCP.
Mm.
And
Right.
the reason why, because he always puts his foot in his mouth. Nobody even thinks about Patrick Beverly. Like,
Yeah.
he's just like one of those players or whatever that really thinks he's better than what he really is.
Yeah.
Um, I think Westbrook said it best that he's really an overrated defender. Like he just has a big mouth, and he's just a
And
pest.
and I really feel like Patrick Beverly's still Bart because he was on Miami with LeBron and then they cut him.
Yeah, but I mean,
You know, I mean, it's a business, and that's crazy. Patrick Beverly, man, I want to see the Clippers. I want that noise. Let's run it.
he's not really a scorer either. I mean,
No.
he just has a big mouth.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I mean, like I don't know. I took offense to what he said. You know, if LeBron James wants to play, then the season is gonna go. And I took it as a slight. I took it as a he was basically saying that whatever LeBron James say, it goes because he runs the NBA.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I saw that, and I was like, come on, man.
I mean, he's the face. He's the
Yeah, but
face. Of course they're gonna play.
yeah,
I mean, you're
but if
stating a fact.
yeah, but if LeBron run the NBA, man, he would have. I feel like LeBron would have his rules though if he ran it.
I mean, you just look back, different faces of the league. You had Michael Jordan, he had his era. You had Kobe, he had his era. Then you have, LeBron James, he has his era. I mean, different players of those magnitude are going to be able to have influence on other players. They're going to have influence on owners. They're going to have influence on the league. That is the money, the bottom line. So, of course, their influence is going to be a little bit more powerful than any other player. So you're basically just sounding stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, LeBron's gonna do his thing, man. LeBron's anything he does, he wins, and I feel like he's gonna prove everybody wrong. He's gonna prove everybody wrong around the league, man. I'm just excited for the season. But I know I said the NBA season should get canceled, and then they're giving out the courts. They're giving out where they're gonna stay at. It's looking like it's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. And I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be a early birthday gift for me, I
Yeah.
believe.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait, man.
But I want to tell Laker fans something. Do not bash Dwight Howard or Avery Bradley. If they feel like they need to sit out, and you have to understand if they sit out, can't get mad. That's their decision. They have their reasons. You know what I mean? They want to sit out, let them sit out. And Dwight, if you're listening to this, I'm no hard feelings. I'm not gonna be mad at you, man. None of that, man. Do what's best for you. 100.
I mean, I like with Dwight Howard coming back this season. I was on the fence when they actually signed Dwight, but he actually like has been phenomenal. Like he's been like one of the biggest X factors, one of those Cinderella stories of the league. Like he
Yeah.
turned back the hands of time.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, he
Dwight, man.
doesn't look like Orlando Dwight, but he definitely was a factor.
Oh, most definitely, man. His energy, his toughness, his blocking shots, running the floor, and sometimes we would be struggling offensively. He would come in there, get rebounds, put backs, block shots, run the floor, and he would spark the comebacks. He
Yeah,
bring the
yeah.
energy. And I was like, no, start him. I'm like, nah, bring him off the bench. He brings that. Him and Caruso bring the energy. You know what I mean? Kuzma come in, contribute somewhat, but overall, this is gonna be. I feel like if Lakers get the championship done, I'm gonna keep 100. I feel like this is his last year with Kuzma as a Laker.
I believe so too. They're gonna have to use him as trade bait. I mean, I'm
Avery, I mean,
sorry.
Bradley
I'm
Bill,
sorry.
let's get it.
Bradley Beal. I
Bradley.
was thinking about that. I saw that. I saw that. If
Yep.
we can get Bradley Beal, man, I think me honestly, I think Bradley Beal better than John Wall.
Really? Ooh.
Yep.
Dang. Ooh, that's tough. I gotta ask my fans that on Twitter.
I think Bradley Beal is probably moving into that slot, and I think that when I don't know if what he's gonna look like, what John Wall's gonna look like after the Achilles.
Yeah, John Wall doesn't want to play.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he does it?
No.
Like it doesn't seem like that he has that edge or that desire to want to play anymore or to compete.
Nah. Nah, but But like, that's the thing though. John Wall, if you don't want to play, I understand, man. Do your thing, no hard feelings. You know what I mean? All these players, if they don't want to play, they want to play. These fans have to understand that. They're just gonna, if they sit out, they have their reasons. You know what I mean? You just gotta deal with it. You know what I mean?
Was they invited to the bubble?
A John Wall,
The Wizards.
yeah, because they're fighting for the 8th spot.
Oh, okay. Was he healthy?
He was recovering, so he was in the process of coming back.
And he doesn't want to play.
He's on the fence about it.
Okay, okay. Um, do you have any final thoughts?
Laker Nation, if the Lakers win, let's be excited. But let's win this championship, man. I'm excited now because at first I was on the fence about the NBA coming back because what's going on, the pandemic and the George Floyd situation and all that stuff around the world. I was like, the NBA ain't season coming back. When I saw the the preliminaries of the hotel with basketball courts they're gonna be at, it's looking like they're getting ready to wrap it up. And also, June 24th is when you have to report to the team and saying if you're gonna come back or not. So Dwight Howard, Avery Bradley have until the 24th, which is next week, next Wednesday. So they got a couple days to think about it still. But like I said, if you decide to sit out Dwight, Avery Bradley, no hard feelings.
I think eventually, once everything gets rolling, everyone's gonna fall back in line. They're gonna basically want to play.
Yeah, I
I,
think that too.
it just right now. It just seems this is just so much going on. It's just too much going on right
Yeah,
now.
I feel it.
But once we start ramping up to that deadline, because at the end of the day, this is these players' job too, and regardless of anything, like you have an obligation to your employer.
Yeah. But that's all picture that Dwight was working out today with somebody. So maybe I don't know. You know, what I mean, it's just crazy how if everybody's bashing on Dwight, man. Just let Dwight do his thing, man. Like for real,
Yeah,
like the fans quit bashing him.
I'm all for you having a voice or whatever. But where are you going with this? What is your perceived outcome if you sit out? What is sitting out going to help as far as the cause?
We just gotta wait and see. You know, if he sits out, we gotta wait and see. But like I said, Dwight, not gonna bash you. You know what I mean? So, Laker fans, stop bashing Dwight Howard, please.
Yeah,
I
and,
see the
and
I see the comments on Instagram and Twitter. Stop bashing Dwight, man.
yeah, and for me, I'm just asking a question. I just want to know what the perceived outcome is going to be. I'm not saying that um, I disagree with the players wanting
Yeah.
to sit out,
Uh huh.
but I just want to know what the perceived outcome would be if they would like to sit out. That's the only thing I would like to know from the players. I would like to get more clarity on what the players' stance is and what exactly they are looking to gain if they was to lose this season.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, like just a crazy situation, man. Just never been a part of like basketball stopping playing later into June or July. It's like never. But hey, we got basketball during the summer. You know what I mean? So I'm excited now.
Yeah, I'm excited too. But on one last final note,
Yeah.
you hear about the NFL, right? Those players, you know, testing positive.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know about the
Ezekiel.
NFL coming back.
Oh, Zeke Elliott. I saw that, but I don't know. They're blaming it on Zeke Elliott because he went to that Dak Prescott party or something.
I don't know. I mean, I just saw some. They said some players, and I don't really know the specifics, but I don't know about the NFL now. Like, it looks like they might be thinking about their season now.
Dang. So we might be locked down again. That's sports,
It
man.
it definitely looks like it, man. Sports looks like. I mean, I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. I'm 33 years old. I've never seen nothing like this ever.
Yeah. Just gotta roll. We just gotta have
Big,
faith, pray. You know, have faith, pray. Everything's gonna be all right, man.
well, I mean, that's our show for today, Big Baby. Do you have any final thoughts on this topic?
No, I don't. But just pray, have faith, and everything's gonna be all right.
All right, man. Go ahead and shout out your show so the listeners can follow you.
Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast. Follow me on Instagram, Big Baby Jonathan _. Follow me on Twitter, Big Baby Jonathan.
And also stay tuned. This week we're gonna do a Lakers Now show. We're gonna send out the updates on that on our Facebook page, Lakers Now.
Yep. Can't wait, man. It's gonna be exciting.
All right, man. Peace out, big baby.
Peace out.